Hello everyone. Please do let me know over the chat box whether I'm audible to all of you or not. Hello and a very good evening. Please do let me know, am I audible to you all over the chat box here? Please do let me know. Okay, thank you so much, Drishti, for letting me know. Yes, okay, thank you so much, Dhruv. Thank you, Iruvaka. Thank you so much. Okay, now we'll be starting off with the analysis here. So, first of all, tell me, how did the paper go? Let me watch you all say, how did the paper go? Okay, right, mind. So let's first have a look at what we are going to discuss today. Okay, so we are going to look into, first of all, the whole test starts with the verification process. So we'll be looking into how the verification happened, were there any issues during the verification, okay, how was the proctoring and all of those. Then after that, we are going to go slowly into how was the paper what was the expected paper pattern, and then what happened actually in round one. Okay, what turned out today in our paper, were there any major changes that we had to be aware of, okay, and what do we do in the upcoming days. So these are the main things, and I'm very very happy to say that there are so many students that you have said that the paper is very good. Really happy about it, my dear. Okay, so when we are discussing all these things now, I just want you also to keep on putting in all the details, your experiences and everything, okay, so that we make it interactive and everyone knows as to how they have also performed according to everyone's comments and all of that, right? So first of all, the verification process. Okay, so the moment you people actually went inside, you were actually supposed to fill in a few details as to which course your application number and all of that. So once that was filled in, you had to actually upload your photo ID. The things that you need to keep handy was your photo ID, your admit card printout, and a pen or pencil, right? And the moment many of them uploaded the photo ID, okay, or showed the photo ID, my dear, there started up lots and lots of issues. So many of you, okay, were getting lots of errors, like you had to go to the task manager, close all the other background applications and come. Then some of you got a thing that your ID was invalid, blurred, though everything was appearing fine. And they said that it was blurred. Go and re-upload, but there was no re-upload option. So when you went back and then came in again, the test so that showed that it was already done. Okay, then there was a MSP version of mismatch, correct? So again, many of you also, though you had given permission for the microphone and the camera, again it requested you, telling that it was not available and all of that. So these many lots and lots of issues cropped up initially, okay? And many of you, the moment you see some of them, the moment they saw ID card, they put in a admit card there. So those people were blocked immediately from giving the test and all, right? But remember, my dear, you're not alone. Okay, there have been plenty of cases that have come across the moment it started striking 6:30, because 6:30, right from 6:30 there were exams, right? 6:30 slot was there, 7 p.m. slot was there, and 7:30 slot also. So the moment it was coming towards 7 o'clock, I started getting a lot and lot of calls, messages regarding all of this. Remember, you're not alone. At this moment, you're not supposed to panic. If at all anything has happened like this, you just put a mail to Christ University. It is now up to them to decide what has to be done. In round one, the same problems occurred. And the best part was that the Christ University on the next day, or I think 1 or 2 days later, they sent an email asking the students to rewrite the paper, especially those who couldn't give it. Okay, most of them got that particular mail. So don't worry at this particular time. Okay, don't panic much. Okay, so whatever we have prepared, everything is completely done. But yes, all of these keep on happening. It's a part and parcel of the process. Okay, so yes, let's hope for the best. Let's see as to what Christ does about this. Okay, now going to the questions, my dear. What was actually expected? So this was what was given. Okay, but this time, okay, it was very clear that these are the different sections that are going to be there and the number of questions. Okay, so whether you better most of the students here, you are the ones who are attending this particular live session are BCom or BBA students. So this was the expected one. So total questions was 120 marks. Okay, and each question carried 1 mark. There was a negative marking of 0.25. Correct? Now, uh, again, what happened here? There was no sectional breakup. Okay, so if you look into what actually happened in round one, okay, there in the official website, they have said that everything is going to be in section, okay, but no further detail was given. In round one itself, if you have attended the IMS live analysis by Dharmik, you might have already seen that there was no split up of sections and there was no sectional time limit, which means it was actually a single whole paper of 120 questions with a 90-minute timer. Okay. And yes, there was an on-screen calculator last time also, but it was very difficult to locate. Some of them could locate it and it worked well. The marking scheme was the same. But this time, what happened? No major changes. So if you had watched all those videos properly, okay, prepared, given all the IMS mocks, okay, and I think we had also shared the sectional breakup of the questions and all with many of the students, okay. So in case you had done all of that, I think there was no big of a commotion. There was no big surprise here. The questions all came up jumbled, okay. Even the DI and RC questions were jumbled as in round one. So if the second question was a DI, okay, based on a specific chart. The same questions, the second part of this same set would come in question number 10 or there. The RC also the same thing. Okay. So that was a little bit of a confusing part. Okay. But again, this was expected. The marking scheme was same. There was calculator. Okay. But unfortunately, even people who actually went and located the calculator, it didn't work for them. So, though it's a speed-based test, we tell students never ever rely on the calculator for a speed-based test. Okay, using a calculator is going to lower down your speed. So, I think Christ, by putting it there also, it was of no use. So, but I think that didn't matter because the question that came in the quants paper and in the DI were not that difficult, right? So the other difference was that there were 5 option questions also, especially in the odd one outs and all of that. Am I right, my dear? Please do comment on whether yes or no. Okay. So, and your experience as well. And then there were see the UI had revised questions, okay, unattempted and all, which made it a little bit of easier. But still, since it was not sectional, it did make it a little bit of confusing for all of us, right? And the best thing that I got to know from students was that the IMS mocks, it was the actual paper was actually much more easier. And some of them also said that, yeah, it was quite at par with the IMS mocks, but most of them said that easier. So that was the happiest part. So yes, if you have written an IMS mock, please do comment and let me know whether it was actually a easier paper or was it a more difficult paper? Please do let me know. Okay, now coming over to the English part. In the English part, okay, so I think there were 2 RCs. So many, you all did it in different slots. So not sure whether you all got the same RCs or not. But yes, so yeah, on the comments also students are saying that they were way easier than the IMS mocks. So yes, then you are definitely going to get more than the score that you had been getting in your Christ IMS mocks. Okay. And yeah, everyone has attempted around 85 to 100 questions, my dear. I have 1 or 2 students who have gone beyond that, but rarely. Okay. So 85 to 100, okay, genuine attempts with at least 80 to 90% accuracy is definitely good. Okay. Now, Okay, so Shlok has got only one RC. Yes, my dear. So some of them got the RC, which is actually based on Zar and his daughter's identity. Some of them had got a global wellness, okay, wellness holidays based one. So which RC did you all got? Devang also has got one. I think everyone got one RC. That means yeah, one set of RC. So which RC did you all get? Can you put it? Okay, Rajni has attempted 115. So I think you are one of a few students who has attended more than that, Rajni. Okay, so most of them it is actually towards 85 to 100. Okay, so English, there was a RC. Okay, there were also yeah ZA one, and then there was global wellness and all of that. So yeah, and there were lots of questions on active and passive voice. The grammar that came in was very easy. There were also a few questions which had fill in the blanks. Okay, and in fill in the blanks also like you had to fill in with the appropriate words. So that was something which is related to vocabulary. Again, synonym based questions were there. There were also questions which were based on spellings. Okay, and yeah, you had a few critical reasoning questions also. So apart from this, if you had any other type of question that was there in the paper, please do let me know, my dear. Right. So, and then coming over to the next one, accountancy based questions. Okay, I think there were fundamental accountancy based questions, which was based on the 11th and 12th syllabus itself. Okay. There were questions which were actually based on liquidity, I think. Okay. And major of the questions were very easy. Okay. For any student who comes from a commerce background. Okay. If you remember the questions, you can put in on the chat box so that next students, whoever attending the paper, at least in the next upcoming round, if at all Christ announces or next year, they know what kind of studies to do. Okay. And when it came to general awareness and GK, I think most of the questions were from static GK. Okay. There were questions from biology also, I think. No. So there was an ankle bone question. There was fat is digested by which juice. Okay, there was a lipase and a trypsin based question, I think, right? So all of these questions were there, and apart from that, there was a Kalidas Samman. This particular award is given by which state? There were also questions based on the Nobel Prize Economics. Which year was it given? Okay. The ant, when it stings, you get a sharp sting, right? So which acid it was, right? The maximum rate of interest a company can pay in advance. So these kinds of many questions were usually there in the paper. So GK was somewhere around moderate to difficult. Okay. I would rank it moderate, not a really difficult one. Okay. So these were the kinds of questions that you could see there. Okay. And yeah, there were questions on rainbow coral reef also. Dronacharya award was there. So there were also questions which are based on the Smart India Hackathon, which prize belongs to architecture. So highest civilian award, okay, that has been given to Anupam Kher. I think these were the questions. Now, if you all have many other questions, please do put in, my dear. So in accountancy, there were questions on ratio analysis and shares also, it seems. Yes, my dear. Thank you for putting it forward there. And yes, so then, yeah, this was all about your, yeah, which particular bank actually changed its logo before its merger was there. And I think these kinds of many questions were there in the GA and the GK part. Okay. So this also, if a student had properly studied the static GK and all from the IMS portal, I think it would have been a pretty easy one. Okay. But yes, and I think there was also questions related to Oriental Bank of Commerce. Okay. So yeah, these were the pretty much summation of the kind of question that came in the GK and the general awareness paper. Now, apart from this, the other section was quants. So many students, many students have been telling that there were actually questions on MMVR more. Okay, like there were questions on PNC, there were questions on statistics. Statistics questions revolved around variance and standard deviation. They also varied around mean, one or two questions. Okay, so there are more number of MMVR. There was a train problems, that train and stationary, I think man and stay train and platform. Those kinds of questions were also there. And did ditto similar kind of questions. Okay, I think that people had been saying was that, well, all the kind of question that came from the class exercises of the IMS thing, it was not even like, it didn't even move up to the practice level or the benchmarking test level of questions, all from generic class. There was one question which was on GP, like a ball is dropped, it comes back to half its length and then goes down. So ditto similar kind of problems that were there. Okay, so there were not many sets based questions to be seen in the paper, but yeah, from MMVR module, there were questions on PNC, there were questions on statistics. Okay, and then even in your arithmetic, apart from time, speed, and distance, there were questions on profit, loss, and discount. There were word problems. There were also questions which were on averages. There were questions on profit, loss, and discount. There were questions on percentages. Okay, so these were overall from wherein many of the questions came. And this particular section of QA was actually the one that was a little more time consuming. Okay, obviously, out of all the other sections, we know that once we're going to take a little bit of extra time, right? But most of the questions were doable. There were one or two lengthy kind of a questions, okay, especially the GP, that problem one, okay, and there were questions which were based on the number of intersection of lines. So those, no, if you were seeing it for the first time, then it would have been difficult for you. But had you known the formula to calculate, then that would have been very, very easy. So that was what. So formula-based approach questions were there. So if formula was known, it was easy to solve within 30 seconds to 40 seconds. But otherwise, then it took a lengthy time. That was one issue. Okay. Right, so I think I have covered overall here for the maths part as well. Okay, and then finally coming over to the next one, my dear, reasoning part. In the reasoning part, you actually had questions which were on, I think one blood relation based question was there. There were lots and lots of analogy based questions. Okay. Apart from that, we also had questions which were on coding and decoding. Like inside the class, we had seen that this is called that, that is called that. So what is this called finally? So those kinds of questions were there. Okay, mostly reasoning was also very easy and doable. Okay, so quickly on the chat box, if you can tell me, my dear, see, most of the students that I have seen have attempted somewhere around 85 to 100 questions. So if all of you who are seeing this particular video can quickly put down your number of attempts, I think that would really, really help us to identify, okay, what could be a good score here. Okay, so yes, so there was series question also in LR. Okay, so thank you, this thing, yeah. See, actually, Harshvardhan, you're asking me what is the cutoff, right? There is no specific cutoff for Christ, and Christ never ever declares that. Okay, but overall, in the history, we have seen that anyone who has done 85 to 90 questions genuinely, okay, without marking questions randomly, with around 85 to 90% accuracy, okay, they actually have a very good a chance, okay, in getting the overall call. But again, the call doesn't depend only on the entrance test score. It depends upon your past academics, which we do not know as to how much weightage do they given. They also given weightage to the Christ paper. They given weightage to the PI and to the micro presentation as well. So overall, they actually create the merit list. Okay. So here also most of them have done around 80 to 100 only, right? Yes, my dear. So good. So that should be decent, my dear, but accuracy should be good, my dear. So someone who has done 80 questions, all 80 correct, then mind blowing. Okay, nothing better than that. So yes, 80 to 90 questions. Okay, or 80, if you have done 85 also, that is really good, my dear. With 80 to 85 to 90% accuracy would definitely be considered very good. Okay. Right. So now, my dear, the paper is done. Okay. Some of us are not able to do the paper. Okay. But some of us have done it. So those who have done the paper, remember what you're going to do next is something which is very important. And those of you who couldn't do the paper today, you are not alone. Remember that there are plenty of students, around 10 to 15% of the students who tried today couldn't get in. Okay. So everyone, please put a mail to Christ. Okay. By tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, let us expect something good like what happened for round one students. Most of them got a chance to reappear. So maybe we also might be getting a chance. Okay. But again, Christ has to make that decision. So let it come across from Christ. Okay. So I just pray and we all hope, okay, that something good happens in the upcoming days for you all. Definitely. Okay, and then yes, keep preparing for the upcoming exams. Do not let your mind just get fluctuated by this particular exam right away. Okay, now what do you do in the next few upcoming days? Now you have to prepare for micro presentation. What is micro presentation? You will be given a topic on spot. Okay, and on the spot, you'll have to prepare on it and give a 90-second speech at least. Now, what is the next thing that you have to prepare for is a skill assessment. A skill assessment is nothing but a written ability test. In this written ability test, they'll give you again a topic on the spot, 10 minutes to prepare as well as write on it. Okay. And the word limit is somewhere around 100 words, my dear. Okay, maximum 100 words or the first side of a A4 sheet. That's it. Okay, 100 words, word limit will be there. Make sure that you are, yes. So, doing all of that, my dear. And then go through the past 3 months general awareness, especially the war situation, how it has been affecting worldwide. Okay, all of that, go through it. And please do look out to your mentors. Okay, now before you reach out to your mentors and look out for any particular mock PI. Okay, I would want you to see if you're an IMS student, please go through the IMS portal. You have prepare section. Under prepare section, you have GDPI toolkit. Under GDPI toolkit, you have the questions for the interviews. Okay, so for every particular college, it is there. Okay, find the transcript for Christ. In that transcript, you'll find the interview question based on the course that you are applying to and also based on each and every particular year. Okay, along with that transcript, you'll also be given which like a skill assessment thing was mentioned or which micro presentation topic was there. Okay, so make sure that you're studying this and then you are reaching out to the mentors. Mary, you have very less time. Okay, spend at least 4 to 5 hours minimum. Okay, and prepare yourself. Okay, prepare for the PI also, prepare for the skill assessment and the micro presentation properly, my dear. So as I said, my dear, anywhere 80 plus questions, okay, with a minimum of 85 to 90% accuracy should definitely be a good attempt, my dear. Okay, and we all hope that whoever has done the paper, okay, all your papers have gone well. Okay, so I wish you all the very, very, very best for your micro presentation, skill assessment, and for your PI. Okay, start your preparation right from today. Just go through the questions at least. Okay, and start studying from tomorrow. Okay, so yeah, hope all of us have done well, my dear. Okay, so please do let me know as to how do you feel the paper has gone? How do you feel the paper has gone for yourself? What is the percentage? Huh. See, my dear, that is one a Christ never comes out explicitly saying that this is the amount of weightage for your Christ paper, this is the weightage for your micro presentation and all of that. Okay. They conduct each and every particular round for all the students who are applying and finally come up with a merit list. So on everything, my dear, if you give your good, okay, only then it's definitely going to be a good go through. So please make sure that you are not discarding any part of the preparation because at this moment we do not know any of the cuttings. My dear, now if you tell me that you have done 70 to 75 questions, okay, now if are all of them correct? Are all of them correct? That would be the next question from my end. Okay. See, 70 to 75 would be considered a good attempt if the accuracy is definitely above 95 percentage, my dear. That's something. If the accuracy is really good, okay, if you know that you have answered everything properly, then I think I can say that yes, it is a very good attempt. But if the accuracy goes down, then there's going to be a problem. Okay, my dear, how many? Yes, my dear, there are plenty. The number of seats, my dear, there are so many subdivisions under BPA itself. Okay, so if you want to know that, it's better that you go to the official site and check it out, my dear, because I'll have to here give each and everything per se. That would be difficult for me. Okay, so make sure that you go through the official website and then you check it, my dear, once. Okay, and I don't think reservation basis is going to come for Christ, my dear. So 65 to 68 are surely correct. So others are tukka. Then maybe 70 plus if it crosses, my dear, then you might have a good chance. Then you might have a good chance, my dear. Okay, right. Okay, dear. So, with this, my dear, hoping that your paper has gone well, okay, and that you prepare very well. I wish you all the very best for this particular season also. And I hope that all of you get your offers from Christ as well. Okay, everyone who's attending this particular thing, all the very best for you, my dear. Thank you so much for being there till the end. And thank you for all the comments. Okay, is it difficult to get in the central campus? So, difficult to get into the central campus, not really difficult. Okay, but yes, the central campus is regarded as the best campus. So among the competition for the Christ campuses, the cutoffs for your central campus is definitely going to be a little more higher. Then would come the Banagata Road campus, and then would be the Yashwantpur campus. So go for the interview. Array, everyone who's written the paper should definitely go for the interview. How do you decide that you have not done well right now? Okay, what if your interview really goes well and the person decides to take you there? Okay, and you get really good marks in your micro presentation skill. Okay, and that actually balances out the whole thing. So never ever neglect anything, my dear. Don't take any drastic step right now. Make sure that you are going for the interview and the micro presentation. 95 to 98 is a very good score, my dear. Okay, 95 to 98 is a very good score. My dear, I would say that a safe score would definitely be accurate. 75 plus would be a safe score, my dear. Safe score. But again, remember, you need to balance out on so many things, my dear. Okay, your past academics, your micro presentation, skill assessment, and your PI. If all of them go well, only then we can say. So just alone with the marks, we cannot decide on. Okay, and remember, marks is not also a deciding factor to shortlist you into the next one, right? So we can't say only with the score whether this will give you a proper go through for your central campus. Okay. Mm, See, my dear, I'm putting it on the higher end a little bit, my dear. I'm just putting it on a higher end on an average. Okay. Please tell the answer for this question also. If they ask you to go to any other college except Central Campus, will you go? And I don't want to. So if I'm a Bangalore-based student, okay, depends. See, depends upon student to student and region also. If I'm a Bangalore-based student and I want to stay within the region, then I would opt for any of the three campuses at Bangalore: the Central Campus, the Banagata Road campus, or the Yashwantpur campus. But if I'm someone from any other state, then it's worthy for me to go only for the central campus, right? Why should I travel and go there to be in any other campus, right? So there are multiple things that a student should decide before we are going. So reach out to your mentors in this. Okay, that is why this mentors now we take the profile of the student, your location, your scores, and everything before we tell you which particular campus is fit for you. So just with a single question becomes difficult for me to answer. Okay, because I do not know your background. No, so make sure that you're reaching out to the mentor and making appointment. Okay, and once you get a few list of colleges, okay, campuses and all, then you can discuss that with your mentor. No, if they ask in the interview that you come for the PI, we will help you out. You come from the PI. You're from Indore. You come for the PI. Okay. So in the interview, obviously, you will not go and say that if you give me this campus, I'm not going to come and all that. Okay. You need to have generic diplomatic answers for everything. So that will get you prepared in the GDPR round. So don't worry on that. Okay, so yeah, I think more or less the questions have been answered here, my dear. Okay, and yes, may I go for the interview or not? Yes, everyone who has written the paper is going for the interview. Okay, you are not going to decide for yourself that you're not going to get selected. Okay, you don't know what destiny has in store for you. Okay, wishing you all the very best. Right, my dear. So I think we'll wind up now, my dear, at 10:30. Okay. Today, students also had the IPM's paper, which was IBMAT for CUAT. Okay. So for that particular one, Alpesh sir is coming live. So make sure that if you have written that paper, you go and attend that live analysis as well. Okay. And thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, everyone. Good night to all of you. All the very best for Christ as well as all the very best for the whole season. May you get the best possible campus that you have. Okay. Thank you, dear. Bye. Take care.